What is up? What is cracking? It's your girl Ash. Okay. All right. Remember that this message may not resonate for you at all. All right. Something just popped up in my head and just told me to smile. Okay. All right. Yeah, smile. Something also about smiley. Okay. Somebody's name might be Smiley, or they may call you Smiley, or something to remind you just to smile. All right. Now in this message, someone wants you to write something, or this is another person. Someone here may want someone to write something, but you're listening to your intuition saying no, you don't want to write this, or something is simply about a written testimony, or something in this testimony has to be written. Or when you think about a written testimony, like, I'm going to tell my story and this is my story's testimony. It's also maybe about tests. And I'm also hearing the song, can I get a testimony? Testimony. So something that is written in stone about someone else's testimony, or this that has been written is just simply your testimony. Okay. Someone here may not want another person to write down their testimony, may not want somebody else to talk about their testimony. It may be a risk to talk about your testimony. Someone here may feel like, okay, can be a risk for you to talk about your testimony. This may also have something to deal with children, or have something to deal with your children, or have something to deal with parents and children. Also, somebody could have given somebody something that they didn't agree upon. Like, I didn't sign for this. Somebody could even have forged someone's signature here. Like, no, I didn't sign for that. This is not my signature. This is not my fingerprints. This is not what I agreed upon. Or I am totally against this certain thing and I did not agree upon it. This may have something to deal with your childhood, or something to deal with a certain sickness, a certain illness, or something that's keeping someone sick or ill, or something could have made someone sick or ill. Or taking this or doing this could make someone ill because they fear something. So this can also be about like a lot of people coming forward and saying, yeah, me too, me too, me too. I'm also hearing the Me Too movement. This happened to me too. They tried to keep me in fear, me too. And somebody has to have a testimony, or something has to be written in the testimony, or I have to go up and attest to what has happened to me, and somebody fears this. It's kind of like those ads where, if you had experienced this during your hospital visit, or during such and such time in your life, click on this link and fill this certain situation out, fill this out. So I'm also seeing like a list of people that are saying that this happened to me too, that caused them some type of some type of element. This may even have something to deal with an element. Okay, the element chart, the charts of the elements, the science chart. When I was hearing Marvin Gaye, What's Going On. And I decided to watch the video of Marvin Gaye, What's Going On, before I got on here. And they were talking about the water in Flint, Michigan. So if something might even have to deal with water, or something toxic metals, something toxic is inside the water, or something toxic is going on inside the water. Now, this may be the actual water, or this may be in the water, in your body fluid, body of water. When you think about water, it's all together. May even have something to deal with certain parts of water. Certain parts of these groups maybe even keeping people hypnotized, meaning having them not see certain things that's going on that are toxic. Or the water looks clear, but it's toxic. The environment looks clear, but it's still toxic. It has things in it that's not good for you. That's also what I'm getting, right? Now, these messages may not resonate with nobody at all, and I am not a psychic, all right? I'm just flowing and going. It's also about staring at something here. You may have to look at something for a while. So someone has to look at something for a while, stare at something, watch something, observe something for a while. And then they'll understand it. Then it'll become more visible to them. I'm also getting like a blue light. When you turn on the blue light, or you need to turn on the blue light in order to see it. Something about the color blue, once again, dealing with water. Or it's like, yes, you would say the water is blue, but in all actuality, it's not blue. Something about somebody doesn't want someone else to see something here. They want you to get tired of seeing something here, or they want you to simply get tired. So once you get tired, then you're going to be like, oh, forget it. It's nothing to see here. It's nothing to testify here. It's nothing to worry about here. You have nothing to worry about here. Also getting, when Jimro would talk about when you put something in your coffee, sugar also look like strychnine. So strychnine could also have something to deal with it. Something in somebody else's coffee to keep them up, to keep them awoke, or something that looks like sugar but is strychnine, meaning that it's toxic, it's poison. And maybe even asking somebody else to do something that's not right, even though it may look right. So somebody wants to create some type of illusion. Like the things that I'm saying. They say water is blue, but actually, like the water is not blue for some reason. Like when you get the water, it may look blue, but when you get in, you put it in a bottle, it's clear. It's not blue. And just like when you use sugar or strychnine or whatever, it still look the same. But it's not the same. And it takes a while for you to know and understand it. It's like somebody telling you what something is, but it's not that. It's kind of like a person tricking you in some type of way. It's kind of like, you do what I say, not as I do. Like, and somebody tells you to do something, but you do the same thing that the person in front of you is doing, but they told you to do something else. It's like, do as I say, not as I do. Another example could be like when you're watching the YouTube and they ask you, okay, so what is the first question I asked you? And the trick question is, no, it's the first question that I asked you. What's the first question that I asked you is what's the first question that I asked you type thing. Some people will get it. There's something there, maybe. All right. Also, like, someone wants to make it an illusion that something is good, something is all good, that they're your buddy, that everything is all good. Once again, a lot of illusions, all right? That everything is all rounded, everything is all good. But that's fiction. Someone can also be saying that what you're saying is fiction, or what somebody else saying is fiction. It's not real, okay? Something about dragons here. Somebody could say that dragons are not real, or some type of fictional dragon is here. Maybe something dealing with the movie The Hobbit. I'm also hearing like kill the dragon. Or something can look big and mighty like a dragon, but yet they are just a worm. So they're not really a dragon. They're a worm. I know that sounds crazy. Or it could be as somebody is trying to make something fictional up about someone, that they are this thing or this person that has to be bad and maybe greedy and strong and wicked. Whole time they are a worm, meaning that when you walk outside and it starts to rain and you see a worm, you know, you're scared of it. Or some people become scared of the worm simply because it's just doing what it naturally does in its habitat. So some people can be scared of the worm, but the whole time the worm is not doing anything to you, or the worm won't do anything to you. That's also what I'm getting. So this can also be a test, because once again we got testimony. Something about testimony, tested. Something could be tested. Somebody may want to have some type of test done on you, or a test. I want to have tests done on you. Or a celebration because of a certain test that was passed. Someone can also say someone else's test is changed. The data is changed. What we thought, what we knew has changed. or I am trying to see some type of change. I'm on my way for some type of change. When you think about what's going on, you know, it has been a lot of people that have cried over this certain change or this certain test. Or you need to do tests, maybe test the waters. So when you test the waters, either you're testing the physical waters that you see, you need to test the water, what's inside the water, or you need to test the waters. You need to jump out on faith. You need to take a leap of faith, or you need to do something that you haven't done before, or you test the water. Test the water. Test the water can also be dealing with blood, because they was talking about Bloody Thursday inside of the Marvin Gaye's message. Test the blood. Blood test. The test might be not making you feel apart. That is a part of the test. And then I'm seeing like a body of water once again. So you think about all the different lakes, the oceans, the this, the that. So it can be different things, even streams. So it started off at different tests, different placements, different, like I said, elements, but different groups. Some are small, some are big, some are medium. It's all about the subject. That's also what I'm getting. It's all about the subject. So the subject could be an actual person. The subject could be an actual subject in academics, or the subject could be an actual test, an actual DNA sample, test sample. So I ran out of space, right? So yeah, something may resonate, but in this message, I got Bible verse, Proverbs 30, chapter 20. It says, "This is the way an adulteress eats and wipes her mouth and says, I have done nothing wrong." Okay, so dealing with the song and dealing with the other messages that's in this, maybe somebody has did something wrong, but they're steady saying that they have not done anything wrong. When they know that they have done something wrong, and somebody else could be like, look what's going on here, because I know and I see that something is wrong, but you are like not telling the truth about something. So somebody might be trying to cover up their lies. Okay, so I'll be busy, bye baby, peace.